101.
Thank you for calling 101. We're connecting you to the Metropolitan Police. If you require an alternative force, press hash.
Welcome to the Metropolitan Police. This is Bernard Hogan here, the Commissioner. An operator will be with you as soon as possible. If your call is an emergency, please hang up and redial 999. Please note your call may be recorded.
Thank you very much for giving me permission to record. I think I will.
Hello, Police Control, can I help?
Hi, yeah, I've got a bit of a problem going on, but this telephone call is sort of a historical event that is linked to what's going on. It's a complaint against the bailiff of the Barnet County Court representing Duncan Lewis and Co.
Right.
Okay, have you got your audio recorder working so you're recording what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I understand that you're not a police officer, you're a civilian working for the police.
Yes, how can we help you? What's happened this evening?
Okay, I've only just now, for the first time, scanned a pile of documents that were issued against me whilst I was bogusly held at Pentonville Prison. And in that bundle is a document where this bailiff is saying that he served papers. Well, when he did this, he was outside my front garden calling me a bleeding nutter to the guy at number 4 next door to me, who was actually born with a broken brain, you know, under men cap. He kind of talks like this, well, my name is Mr. Leggett and all of that behaviour. But Eddie, he had a job at Sainsbury's for 23 years as the trolley man, putting the trolleys back. Now, this bailiff is also mentioning in his own statement about delivering the document, he's mentioning that in my garden there's furniture and weird objects and telescope equipment to follow the stars and stuff like that. And these weird objects that he's referring to were in fact religious and scientific artifacts.
Right.
Such as a Buddha, and you know that stuff that ISIL are blowing up over in bloody Iraq and Baghdad and places like that, the Sumerian, I had some Sumerian stuff that I bought in charity shops that I put in my front. You know, people put garden gnomes and all that weird stuff in their gardens.
Right.
Right, well I had sort of Egyptology stuff and scientific stuff, and he's just writing it all off as weird. This is a hate crime. And he admits, he says to my neighbour, he's a bleeding nutter from the state of his garden, etc. That's a hate crime.
Right,
now when he did this in real time, which was on Friday the 5th of July 2013, I witnessed it. I recorded it on my CCTV camera, and I recorded it on my audio microphone, and then I reported it to the Barnet County Court Bailiff's office, who told me that that guy was out of order.
Right.
A bailiff can't go around calling people a bleeding nutter just by the look of what his garden artifacts are like. Now this guy's company is DW French & Co. I can't work out the number, but it's St George's Drive, Carpenters Park, Watford. No, Carpenders, not Carpenters. Carpenders Park, Watford. Hearts.
Okay, sorry. So I see that you called us previously about similar, and you were going to pop into the station, weren't you?
No, what, you think I'm going to walk into Colindale police station when all they ever do is arrest me and commit perjury at Hendon and Willesden Magistrates Court? Right? The Metropolitan Police are prosecuting me this Wednesday at Willesden Magistrates Court. And you expect me to walk into Colindale police station, who are the source of this problem, like the evidence reviewing officer Alex Wald and her sister, or possibly sister, I don't know if they're related, but Tina Wald caused my brother to kill himself. Gary James Smith. And I've got recordings of his wife ringing me up 36 hours before I got evicted, slagging me off as a paedophile. I called 999, they said they'd be down within half an hour. 6 hours later, I call back and go, where are you? Of course, you guys, 101, you just send it to the Safer Neighbourhood team, who's working for the council. I got branded as not credible. Not credible? Shall I put it on YouTube? Will that make it credible? Now this is going to be part of my defence on Wednesday. The case progressions at Hendon and Willesden, that's North West London, Brent, so they're all on my side. It's just the clerk who protects the police who won't allow my prosecutions, such as perjury committed by Lisa Mayer, Pauline Cutler, Raj Randin, Antonio Nicholas, residents of Westbrook Close, and Keno and Nikki Bilgin. Keno assaulted me. Nikki Bilgin, his wife, used to work in the CPS at Colindale police station. She stopped him from getting arrested. And she stopped a raid because Lisa Mayer, the main protagonist, called the police on Keno. They turned up and his missus let them upstairs into her house. They were standing right next to their cannabis farm that was growing in that house. They said, we're going to go and get a warrant. It takes 8 hours to get a warrant. During that time period, Nikki Bilgin got that warrant stopped.
Can I take your name? Sorry.
Yeah, my name is Martin Galileo Smith.
And can I take your home address?
Yeah, number 8 Brecon Green, off Goldsmith Avenue.
Okay, sorry.
Northwest 97 Romeo November.
Northwest 97 Romeo November.
Yeah, it's next door to Hendon Magistrates Court. I'm about 150 yards away.
Oh, okay.
Now this guy, what I'm complaining about now, this bailiff, his name is Derek Warren, I think it's Warren Davis. Derek Davis. He visited me in Pentonville Prison to issue another declaration against me on behalf of Lisa Mayer, claiming that while I was in prison I was using the internet and uploading onto YouTube. It went to that Central London County Court of perverted, mercenary justice, and they stuck another 6 months on me consecutive. How can you use a computer when you're in prison? How can you upload onto... Yeah, it don't make no sense whatsoever. I'm going to do a citizen's arrest on everybody associated with these cases. 2BT Bravo Tango 00590, instigated by Prayal Patel of Duncan Lewis & Co. and of case 2BT Bravo Tango 00813, acting on behalf of Barnet homes, Judges and Priestley. I'm also going to do a citizen's arrest and a citizen's civil prosecution against Barnet Homes ASBO team, SX 339 A Ahern, SX 423 Sarah Wishy Washy Wiggly, and Paul Gifford of the Safer Neighbourhood team. Paul Gifford has arrested me about 8 times. He never once got a conviction. That's harassment. Lisa Mayer, in her Duncan Lewis file, told the court that she's called the police over 100 times and they did nothing. Sarcastically, the police did nothing. Now, isn't that harassment? I'll tell you why they did nothing. It's because I hadn't done anything wrong. And the very first police officer who came round my house, PC Burke, Burke, SX 683, he said in my living room that Lisa was destroying my character. He's not going to arrest me because people like Nicky and Keno Bilgin, who know these police officers, gave me a good reference. So there's nothing wrong with me. Lisa Mayer is destroying my character. The state of her house and the way that her animals are living in is disgusting. Cats, you know, like cats, meow meow, they are members of the community. You can't go around killing people's pets. And that he and his sidekick, I don't know his name or badge number, but they said when they entered my house and when they left my house that there's nothing wrong with me, but the CID are looking into you, which brought up my historical problem with DS Nicky Woods of Edmonton CID 1992-1995, who threatened to kill me. That trial got turned around where DS Nicky Woods reckoned I threatened to kill him. Rubbish, because when it got to Wood Green Crown Court on September the 18th, 1995, that Crown Court judge went ballistic at the CPS, he went ballistic at Edmonton CID, and he adjourned the whole case, the whole lot, 1992 to 1995, as sine die. And you know, when you got these historical records that, you know, like back files, I've got a 1979 conviction where Judge McMullen in 1987 at Wood Green Crown Court ordered the CPS and HMCS to destroy that 1979 record, never to be used again. Now at Colindale, they've been sexing it up and changing the data. Somebody is hacking into my historical records and sexing them up.
Right, so are you trying to make a complaint?
I'm making a complaint, yeah, you bet.
Alright, okay, so I'll pass this through to the duty officer,
right,
and ask for him to call you
and
back.
Yeah, because I want to generate a crime reference number against this bailiff. His own office in real time.
Sorry, are you complaining about the officers or...
I'm complaining about the whole thing.
The whole thing, so
yeah.
Officers included?
Yep. Police officers, ASBO officers, residents of Westbrook Close, the Barnet County Court, the Central London County Court, especially Judge Keith Hornby. Now, Judge Bristow...
Okay, I think it's easier if you go through all of this with the duty officer, because I can't get all the details down now.
Well, you're audio recording what I'm saying, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, well, we'll just listen back. That's all you got to do. Because I tell you what, I'm recording it at my end, and at the end of this, I'm going to damn well put it on YouTube for my defence on Wednesday against the Metropolitan Police. Because you guys, this is nothing personal, but you guys at 101, you keep sending it down to the enemy who's working in collusion with Barnet Council, and I keep getting branded off as not credible. During all of these trials, never once was any of my evidence against them looked at or listened to by a judge. Never.
Alright, do you want the reference number for your call, and I'll pass it through to the duty officer?
Well, yeah, I know you're going to give me a CAD number, but I want to register it right now as a crime reference number, because this trial that's coming up recently, especially on the 21st of this month at Harrow Crown Court, is over a telephone call. So if I can get arrested and prosecuted over a telephone call, you can regard my telephone calls as statements of truth.
I can give you a CAD reference.
Well, I just want to finish here. Keith Vaz of the Common Select Committee has ordered Lord Levinson to look into all of this behaviour, sine die, spent records, the entire justice system, people who lie to firms of solicitors and then go and destroy reputable, innocent people. PC Sarah Wigley was harassing me on my doorstep with Naz Smith Miller, her supervising sergeant. When I got arrested recently, in the charge room, Naz Smith Miller's saying, "Nah, you don't have that video." I damn well do. And I'm going to put it on YouTube for my defence at Willesden Magistrates Court this Wednesday. And I want the custody recordings. I want the custody videos of Colindale Police Station where me and Naz Smith Miller are arguing. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. I do have the video of PC Wigley and Naz Smith Miller harassing the hell out of me on my doorstep for 52 minutes. Your governor, the commissioner, Sir Bernard Hogan Howe, said on the day that he took on the job that we, the Met, are here to do the biddings of the government and the biddings of the locally elected officials. Now, all of my case has been accepted at the European Court of Human Rights, branded off as a Gestapo inquisition. So whatever happens, it's going to end up at the European Court of Human Rights, where the Metropolitan Police is going to be destroyed. Your political reputation is going to go right downhill, and companies like Duncan Lewis and Co., who have got a massive monopoly on the solicitors, they're going to get broken up into tiny little pieces. You understand? I know that you're a civilian, alright? I mean, you know, you wouldn't allow a trial. Right now, the police's trial against me that's coming up on Wednesday, you got no witnesses, no witness statements, no evidence. That's in breach of the Magistrates Code and the CPS Code of Evidence. Best because I've downloaded it and I've printed it all off. The Magistrates Code is 457 pages.
Okay, well, as I've said, I'll pass it through. I've already passed it through for the attention of the duty officer.
Of where?
Of Barnet.
Barnet? You must be joking. I got Barnet Police Station.
Alright, so I'm going to have to clear the line.
No, listen to this. Busted dealing drugs.
I can give you the reference number.
Lee Patrick Davis
would you like
dealing drugs.
Reference number?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you
please.
ready?
Yep.
It's CAD 10.
CAD 10.
127.
127.
Of the 9th of August.
The 9th of August 2015.
Alright, and I've asked him to call you back on your landline telephone number.
Well, thank you very much for doing that, but I swear to all of your gods, I'm going to publish this phone call on a private link on YouTube so that when we get to court, the magistrates can damn well listen to it.
Okay, not a problem.
I know it's not a problem, but I got jailed for it.
Alright, Mr. Smith, I do have to clear the line. I've passed your details through, and you just need to wait for him now to give you a call back, alright?
Well, I'll tell you what, that call's going to last for hours, because I'm going to break the Met, and I'm going to break these episodes.
Alright, sir, I've got to clear the line. Thank you for your call.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Pedantic. Hello?
Hello, can I speak to Mr. Mark Smith, please?
Yeah, sir, I can hardly hear you.
Hello, sir, it's police from Colindale. I believe you wanted to speak to officers?
Well, somebody was going to ring me back, yeah, but you guys want me to walk into your police station. Well, I'm never going to do that because you're prosecuting me at the moment. But I do have some quite serious issues that need dealing with, yeah.
Right, okay. Is this a convenient time to speak to you?
Well, yeah, I guess it is.
Okay.
I mean, I am a nighttime person. I have been all my life.
Okay. What is it? What's the complaint you have with police at the moment, sir?
Well, the reason why you're calling me now is because of a complaint I've recently made just now about a bailiff calling me a bleeding nutter outside my front garden in 2013. I've been going through the court paperwork of 2013 and I found his report of where he's issuing the warrant against me, and he self-confesses that he's talking to my neighbour and calling me a bleeding nutter because of what's in my garden, which is sort of scientific and religious stuff. So he's doing a race, he's doing a hate crime. And the thing about it is,
how is it a hate crime?
you can't go around calling people a bleeding nutter, especially to Eddie next door, who was actually born with a brain disorder and has been under MENCAP all of his life.
Okay, right, okay. I mean, that is not actually a hate crime that under Home Office guideline definitions. But I would suggest if you've got a complaint against the bailiff, that you make the complaint known to the bailiff's company.
Well, I did at the time, and they told me that he shouldn't have done that. Now, I've just found that phone call from 2.5 years ago. I'm going to put it on YouTube as part of my defence for the trial that's happening this Wednesday.
Right, okay.
Okay, I'm at war with you guys because you guys are at war with me. I'm sick and tired of being beaten up by police drug dealers, and the old bill don't do nothing about it. Ever since 1992, Darren Davis, 85, Meadow Close, Dodds Valley Way, Barnet, Hertfordshire. I don't care that his dad is a bank robber. And Sharon Minchin, SA 141, reckons he was too heavy to deal with. And then I've got the crime file C/990/ST/92, where Detective Nicky Simpson has written off ABH as no crime. He's describing multiple cuts, multiple bruising, all that bullshit. No crime.
Right. Well, sir, I really can't comment on a complaint.
Now, of course you can't, because you're taking me to court. So this phone call really is a complete and utter waste of time, isn't it? Well, don't worry, we'll deal with it at Willesden Magistrates Court, because I've got all the operations manuals now, and you and the courts have breached my human rights and my democratic rights, left, right and centre. Okay. You can tell your evidence reviewing officer, Alex Ward, she is targeted. I'm not doing a scattergun approach on the CPS, Crown Prosecution Service, Criminal Protection Service, Crown Perversion Service, because that's what they've really evolved into these days, isn't it? Look at that police poster girl. When she put her racism thing against you lot, the Met, you ended up arresting her 17 times and putting her on bail while her little trial was going on. It's disgusting.
Bear with me a second, sir. Go ahead.
Sergeant, we've got a CAD on for a skeleton Chris that needs to be done. I wonder if you've got anyone to do that tonight.
What's the CAD number, please?
041 6041. It's on the 7th of August.
Yeah, I'll have a look at it shortly. I'll get back to you. Just bear with us. 6041. Okay. Well, sir,
yeah, look, I understand you're very, very busy.
Sure.
Okay, your borough commander reckons he's going to get me nicked at Willesden Magistrates Court on this Wednesday. You got no evidence, you got no witness statements, you got no exhibits. That's a complete breach of the best evidence procedures of the CPS. Alright, so I'm going to do a citizen's arrest on the clerk of the justices right in front of those magistrates. I've got my Magna Carta back, and tomorrow I'm going to go to the Royal Courts of Justice and I'm going to do a black rod knock on the door of the Queen's Practice Master. Bang, bang, bang with the Magna Carta. We'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for calling me back. I am going to expose drug dealing police officers on Wednesday. You've got a full-scale political war on your hands.
Okay, so if you don't want to speak to me any further, that's fine.
Look, mate, you're busy. I just heard you have to go respond to another CAD.
That's okay.
Okay, because you're busy, I don't really want to go into it.
Okay.
But I've got all the time in the world to listen to a police officer that's prepared to arrest police officers and the ASBO team up at Barnet. Especially PC Sarah Wishy Washy Wiggly SX423 and Naz Smith Miller. How dare she put that CD player in your charge room playing Cry Me a River, Cry Me a River. I haven't heard that song for over 40 years. Now I want that custody suite video, and that's what I'm going to be telling the magistrates on Wednesday. Do you understand?
Okay, sir. I'll make a note of your comments.
Don't worry, mate. I'm recording this. It's not just a note.
No, that's absolutely fine.
I know it is, but that's like entrapment. They all say it's absolutely fine. Go on, put it on YouTube. Then it turns out that I end up in jail. That's entrapment.
Well, sir, I haven't phoned you up to entrap you. I phoned you up because you wish to make a complaint against police.
Yeah, but sir, I understand that you're very busy. I overheard that CAD just now, so you've got other things to do. But you tell Keith, I'm waiting for Keith from the Safer Neighbourhood team to come round my house so we can generate crime reference numbers, not this 101 wishy-washy CHS or CAD numbers with the civilian staff. I've got evidence, and I want that Lisa Mayer of number 6 Westbrook Close, EN4 9AU, arrested, charged, prosecuted for the perjury, the collusion, the coercion, the false compensation that she claimed out of Barnet Council before she even got me found guilty. And I was not found guilty at Hendon Magistrates Court. Hendon Magistrates Court, I should never have been arrested.
Okay.
So you tell that DCI Meradith and that PC Windsor. I mean, the stupid thing is, PC Windsor, his statement, although it says Martin Smith was arrested, it says Lisa Mayer was charged, Lisa Mayer had to go to bail, and Sergeant Plantan, whatever his name is, Mr. Smith was arrested, but Lisa Mayer made multiple phone calls, multiple texts, multiple harassments, all committed by Lisa Mayer. Right, you arrested the wrong guy. I made a phone call complaining about Lisa Mayer harassing the whole street. The statement that PC Windsor has written says, we received a telephone call of harassment by Lisa Mayer against Martin Smith. It should have said, we received a phone call of harassment committed by Lisa Mayer against Martin Smith. It's about time you guys sent all of your police officers off to an English lesson class.
Okay, sir. Right,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These simple little cock-ups have destroyed my life. I got evicted and my whole life got thrown into a skip. All my electrical stuff, all my research, all my music, and the cassette recording of Detective Sergeant Nicky Woods of Edmonton CID 1992-95 threatening to kill me. You want to hear the obscene, foul language that he's using?
So I really can't comment on cases from like 1992.
Well, that's exactly what PC Burke said. He said, oh, that's all 20 years ago. But he said, we're not going to nick you over this Lisa thing. She's destroying your character, but the CID are looking into you. So all that historical shit popped up, didn't it? And that's where we are now. I tell you, I'm going to break the Metropolitan Police for what you are. You are a modern Gestapo in collusion with the council. Check out The Nazi, A Warning from History, Episode 2. Because that's what I put on your borough commander's face when I published it, when I stuck it on the front of Barnet police station with a swastika on his head. Just one final comment as well. I was in Hendon Magistrates Court the other day, upstairs in the office. The young staff up there, they've never heard of Magna Carta. They don't know what it is. It's unbelievable.
Oh, so I can't really sort of comment on that because that's something to do with their history lessons.
Look, sir, yeah, well, this is what I mean. I've been unemployed for over 30 years, and I end up teaching these professionals with jobs how to go about doing their job. I'm sick of it. That's why on Wednesday I'm not going to be addressing the magistrates as Your Honour. It's going to be, yes, Mr. Greengrocer, shopkeeper, layperson. Because that's what the government's policy exchange unit says that they are. And they say that the magistrates will never criticise the police, because if they need the police won't bother to turn up. They want a new generation of magistrates, and the new ones that are joining are leaving faster than they're joining, because the training turns them psychotic. Alright, you've got a broken justice system. David Cameron says so, Theresa May says so, Keith Vaz says so, Lord Levinson, Keir Starmer, they're all on my side, except for that stupid clerk for the Brent magistrates. I'm going to have his or her bollocks on Wednesday, I swear it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you make sure that Adrian Usher turns up at that trial, and he's going to sit all the way through it. He's going to listen to every word that I've got to say. And if I can, I'm going to move that trial down to Southwark Crown Court. Alright, because I'm not kidding you. I've got police officers that I've recorded over this phone who are telling me to use police stations outside of the borough of Barnet to get this problem sorted out. That's bloody ridiculous.
Well, sir, I don't know if you're going to be represented on Wednesday at court, but I imagine if you want it to be heard outside of this borough, that's something that your solicitor will have to put.
My solicitor was there when this perjury was committed. He did bugger all. The legal aid doesn't cover it. So what my solicitor is going to be doing is this. We're going to have if the government's going to be cutting back all our defence capabilities, like legal aid funding, then my solicitor is only going to sit there and he's going to take note of every perversion that takes place in that courthouse by the court staff. I'm the one who's going to be doing the barking off.
Right.
Alright? So you've been warned. At Wilson Magistrates Court, I'm going to ring 999 and I'm going to get some police officers sitting in that courtroom as witnesses, and then we're going to nick whoever it is who perverts justice, starting off with the CPS. You've brought a trial against me, no witnesses, no statements and no exhibits.
Okay.
Alright, well, you're knackered.
Okay, sir. If anything that goes on in court is recorded anyway by the
no, it isn't. No, it damn well is not. At Wilson Magistrates Court, the recorder did not write it down. They did not use audio equipment with that 384 bus driver who dragged me down the road 85 yards, and then your Caroline Robb has not prosecuted him. I ordered a prosecution of that bus driver. He pleaded guilty to a traffic offence by post. So I phoned up the court, I sorted out to be re-prosecuted where the victim, me, gives evidence. I turned up at that court and someone like the clerk or the police had turned it into an appeal. He appealed. And I said to the magistrate, "Oi, I'm the victim." And the magistrate said, "Shut up or I'll put you in prison." Now, is that recorded? I want the bloody recording. That's what I've instructed my solicitor to do, and he's done nothing.
Okay. Well, your solicitor should take your instructions.
I know he should, yeah. Have you ever been on the other side of the law? Have you ever been a victim of crime? Have you ever got police officers busted dealing drugs like I did in 1994? No. Have you ever had police supergrasses phoning your parents up and threatening to wipe out the whole family, and the police did nothing about it? So what I did, I phoned up British Telecom. I pretended to be a shareholder. They put me straight through to the chairman. So the chairman checked out who was phoning who. It turned out the Davis family were ringing my family, and that's when 1471 got invented 24 hours later. Alright? I didn't threaten, I told the chairman that I don't drive a moped, I don't drive a car, I don't drive a lorry. That's because I work in the music industry. I'm not driving musicians home, but I will park an articulated lorry underneath the GPO tower. And then I quoted Margaret Thatcher about Arthur Scargill, the enemy within. Go on, check it out with the British Telecom chairman. Alright, your grasses were threatening my family, yet Barnet Police Station is letting your grasses, the Davis family, write up malicious phone call complaints against my family when they didn't even know who the fuck the Davis family are. The chairman of British Telecom sorted that out, didn't he?
I don't know, sir.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
So I'm on to the chairman, and I'm going to get this case put in a Crown Court, and the chairman of British Telecom in 1994 is going to damn well turn up. And bear this in mind. I'll just finish here. I've never lost a criminal trial. Alright? There are 4 Crown Court judges who slagged off the CPS and slagged off Edmonton CID and slagged off you guys recently, to do with me, Martin Galileo Smith. And if you don't believe it, check it out with Wood Green Crown Court and check it out with Willesden Magistrates Court, because during that trial where SX339A Ahern gerrymandered that trial against me because they're all trying to protect Lisa Mayer and Barnet Holmes. Well, I tell you what, when they evicted me, they trashed everything. But I got 2 hard drives back. One with all the videos and one with all the phone calls. And now, those hard drives are backed up 5 times. They're in 5 different locations, spread all over London.
Right.
You got that?
I've got it, sir. Okay.
Alright, I'll see you in the European Court of Human Rights, where I will strip you all naked.
Alright, sir.
Alright, you've destroyed my life. You caused my brother to kill himself. My other brother killed himself because of Barnet Council. And the coroner says that 85% of the suicides in Barnet are a direct result of Barnet Council tampering with their lives.
Alright, sir. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, not really. You're not really helping, because I'm just doing all the barking. Thank you very much for calling me back. But seriously, send a copper round my house like that Keith guy, who I've been waiting for to come round, listen to my evidence, and damn well generate crime reference numbers, not this CAD CHS bullshit.
Alright, sir.
I'm the one with the evidence. The evidence speaks for itself.
Alright, what's Keith's surname? Do you know?
No, I don't, mate. All I know is he works for the West Hendon Safer Neighbourhood team.
Alright, I'll see if I can find
I've been ringing his number, leaving messages. There's a message on the 101 system saying that he's been trying to call me.
Yeah.
He has not.
Okay, well what I'll do is I'll contact Keith, I'll find out what his full details are, and I'll tell him that I've spoken to you and you want to speak to him as a matter of urgency.
Well, please, sir, do, because look, I've saved police officers' lives in the past, okay, and I spotted a guy loading up a gun in Whetstone High Street. This is in 1990. The Armed Response Unit said, "You are the best real-time memory witness we've ever come across."
Right,
okay, so I'm damn good at keeping my eyes open, and I can't stand it where PC Wishy-Washy Wiggly is first of all saying you're really good for the community, you're really observant, you've saved 3 lives in this street, and then the ASBO team turns her into a Gestapo bitch. Got that? I got all the phone calls with PC Wiggly saying how good I am, and then Ada McCarthy, Tracy Lees and Lisa Mayer turn her against me.
Alright, so listen, I'll
yeah, I know, sir, I know, sir, you're very, very busy. Thank you for calling me back.
Alright.
Alright, mate.
Alright,
thank you, bye. Fucking prick.